Yeah, sure, man. I'm Guille. I'm the lead singer and guitar player from Angelus Apatrida, Spanish thrash metal band, and we have the pleasure to be coming to Australia in less than 1 month. For the second time, we were playing there already in 2016, and we just can't wait to come back. And this it's going to be a great tour with bodies in here and intent. So yes, can't wait.
Beautiful, mate. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Yeah, it's a good to be here with you right now. Thanks a lot for your time, man. So
Mate,
I'm sorry if I ask you because I'm not used to the Australian English, and sometimes it's difficult to me to get it. So sorry if I ask you to repeat the question.
no worries, mate. Totally understandable. So, as you say, Angelus Apatrida returned to Australia for the Aftermath tour starting in Perth on February 15th before going to Adelaide, Melbourne, Canberra, Wagga Wagga, Sydney, Newcastle, and Brisbane, and finishing on the Gold Coast on February the 28th. Like, it's not far away now, mate. Are you packed and ready to go?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're just finishing a few details on visas and all that stuff, but we got everything done. We got all the trips, all the planes, everything's done. We're ready. We're still on tour here in Spain, so we will come back. We will go there with all the energy. I mean, it's like we're still on tour, and right after the next weekend, we're flying to Perth to start the tour over there. So yeah, we're more than ready, man.
Good stuff. And it did some massive run of shows a long way from home, mate. So, how do you prepare mentally and physically for some shows so far from home?
I think I don't know how to prepare, especially mentally, in that kind of tours. I mean, when you arrive to a new territory, like a new country, and a special one like Australia, for example, which is so far away, so physically you can imagine at least to get like we need at least like 1 day or something like that to have a good rest and all that stuff. But I think that mentally we always leave it to the last minute, especially if when we go to the venue already, or if we go before the venue, we can go to a bar and get a good beer. I think it's one of the first things we're gonna do when we get our fruit and in Australia is gonna get a great cold beer over there, so we could prepare mentally properly.
Very good. So, what can fans expect from the band on the shows?
Wow, I don't know. I mean, we're a really experienced band nowadays, especially the people who already checked us out back in 2016. They will find a completely new band, like a completely mature band, completely different. I mean, it's been 8 years already since we were there. So Angelus Apatrida is a very professional band. I think we're sharp as fuck on stage. I think we're tight as fuck. We're pure metal, and I think one of the best points of Angelus Apatrida is watching us live. So just prepare yourselves. You're gonna watch a thermal of thrash metal ready to kill. I think it's gonna be a huge and a massive night together with our friends in Hidden Intent. So yeah, don't expect less than that. I mean, it's gonna be huge and intense every night. Yeah, trust me.
Excellent. And a lot of people ask bands what we can expect from them, but from your point of view, what do you expect from your crowds at a show?
I remember the crowds in Australia were really intense as well, and we were really surprised because sometimes, I mean, we used to say that Spanish crowds and Latin American crowds should be one of the most intense in the whole planet. But we were really surprised about the Australian people. They were also just intense as fact. We were so happy about that. Especially, I remember one of the best shows in the last tour was in Melbourne. We only did 3 shows in the last tour, but Melbourne somehow it was like people really crazy. It was like full house, and this is what we expect. Like, I mean, we're gonna give all we have, and we're expecting that people will give us all they have, so we can make like that every night, like a really good thrash metal night. But yeah, just can't wait to find out how the our Aussie guys are doing right now and how they are enjoying thrash metal nights. But I mean, I know Kris and he didn't say for a long time, and we're in good conversations about that. And Kris is always saying like, dude, get one of the best times of your life over here too. So yeah, we can't expect less than that.
Yeah. Now you touched on this briefly, but the last time you were out here was 2016. So what has changed with the band since last time you were out here?
Um, we got three more albums since that day. So there were a lot of changes, of course. And in my opinion, I think that these three albums are the best albums so far. So uh, this is the main difference. And of course, we've been touring it's been the most active period in our lives since then. So yeah, everything changed a lot technically, professionally. Creatively, these three new albums from Cabaret de la Guillotine for 2018. Then we got the self-titled Angelus Apatrida in 2021, and we just released the new one, Aftermath. So expect, I mean, we're gonna focus almost everything in these three albums. So you're gonna see a complete new band. You can expect like a complete new band. This is why I was telling about that. Of course, there will be a lot of new people that never saw Angelus Apatrida live, but there will be some old folks that came on the previous tour, and they will find a new, different band like Giant. I don't know how to explain, but man, 8 years is a lot. It's a lot of time. So yeah, this is the main difference. I would say that we grew up a lot professionally and technically.
Yeah. And you mentioned Hidden Intent, who you're taking with you as national support. So they're a great Aussie band, but why did you choose them to be your national supports?
Well, it's this tour is a thing about both of us. I mean, this idea came when Kris offered us to come to the Churches of Steel festival.
Mhm.
Uh, we became friends in 2022. We were touring together in the US, so we had a very good relationship, and we became good friends. So this was always an idea, like one day you guys should come down here and do another tour. Maybe we can just get into that tour along with you guys. So that's the way it just happened. So when Kris told me, okay, we already got a date for the Churches of Steel festival, and I say, okay, I would like to do that, but of course it's a fucking long trip, so we should do more shows over there. And this is how this idea started. So we started to build a tour
Mhm.
around the festival, always with hidden intent. And after that, I say, why we don't just go up then to Asia and continue the tour over there with together. So yeah, after Australia, we're going to New Zealand, and after New Zealand, we're going to Asia. We're gonna do like 8 or 10 more shows over there. And we just can't wait because we got a really good connection with Hidden Intent, with all of them, with Paul, with Phil, with Kris. And we became really good friends, and it's really nice to do a tour like that in the other part of the world with such good friends.
Yeah. And we mentioned Churches of Steel, which you'll be headlining, which is on February the 17th in Adelaide. Like, that's also got a host of Australian bands like Hidden Intent, there's Elm Street, Wicked Smile, Dirty Pagans, and heaps more. So when you're coming over to play at something like that, do you do a bit of research on the other bands? Like, do you listen to them to know what to expect, or do you just leave it to the day and check them out?
Now, I do know many bands on the bill already. Like you say, of course, even 10, of course. But I also hear about Elm Street and other bands there. And yeah, I check different ones, really key cast. I think it's going to be a huge day. It's a hell of a package. I mean, this is so good. We really expect to have a full house over there. And sometimes I really want to wait to see how the bands are alive because sometimes they change a lot.
Mhm.
But I listen to many bands on the bill, and I know what I can expect. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to hearing them live and watching them live and having a good time with all of them, of course.
Yeah, look, mate. All right. Well, that's all I've got for you tonight. Thank you very much for your time. The tour kicks off on February 15th in Perth, goes all the way around Australia. So get your tickets now.